So there I sat in my office as the newly appointed GM for the expansion St. Louis Nighthawks, with a team full of young prospects and veterans that no other teams wanted and no head coach to lead them. As if fate was scripting a story for the beginning of the Nighthawks franchise, I got a phone call from former Laker Derek Fisher. Derek said, "I've been seeing news all over ESPN about the new expansion franchise the NBA has in St. Louis, and I want to be involved." He said, "I've been extremely happy in my time with the LA Sparks, but I've just had this urge to get back into the NBA." I said, "Derek, you're 45 years old, and you'd be by far the best player on this team, so hell yeah, we'd love to have you. But at this point in your life, are you sure you want to come back and play again at a professional level?" He said, "What are you, crazy? I'm not talking about coming back to play. Steve, I want to be the head coach of the St. Louis Nighthawks." Even though Derek's last stint as head coach in the NBA was a pretty rough one with an equally bad Knicks team, his resume with the LA Sparks was excellent. So I said, "Absolutely, we would love nothing more than to give you a shot at coaching this team." He said, "That's awesome, but it's only under one condition. You have to let me choose my own assistant coach." Enter Andre Miller, a former high IQ point guard for the Portland Trail Blazers and a great basketball mind. A guy with the kind of potential to lead his own team in the future if he so chooses. Our coaching staff was now set in stone, and the St. Louis Nighthawks had their leader. So there you have it. As you can see, we now have two former NBA players, two very intelligent former NBA players on our staff as our head coach and our assistant head coach. Derek Fisher, as you can see, as our head coach. He will be on for 4 years, or, as long as all goes well, he'll be on for 4 years. And then he picked his assistant himself, Andre Miller, of course, another very smart player when he played for the Trailblazers, just a very solid guard for Portland for many years. And again, this is a guy who I think could potentially even be a head coach at some point in the future in real life. But for now, he is our assistant coach. And of course, Derek Fisher is coming over from the WNBA. He wanted a chance to head coach again in the NBA after having a very bumpy ride with the New York Knicks, to say the least. But he's getting another opportunity right here, right now, with the St. Louis Nighthawks, just like he wanted. Hope you guys like these picks for the head coach. Just a really quick note, though. When we do our 2K21 expansion franchise, I'm going to let you guys submit stories to me for our head coach, and I'm going to pick the best one out of those, or maybe even let you guys vote on it, whatever gets the most likes, or something like that. But either way, I'm going to involve you guys in selecting the head coach, the assistant coach, and probably even the assistant GM, and maybe I'll make all of those positions filled by you guys. So I let you guys vote on which game we were going to play, and you guys decided that we should play our opening night game against the New York Knicks and the end of season, last game of the season, I should say, against the Houston Rockets, instead of starting, playing our games where the NBA left off in real life. But first, before we jump into our first game of the season, our first game as a franchise, I want to show you guys our lineup. As you can see, we've got Chris Dunn at the 1, getting 27 minutes a game. Malik Beasley at the 2, getting 30 minutes per game. I have high hopes for Malik Beasley, honestly. He honestly was a steal in that expansion draft, especially considering that the Timberwolves had 10 guys to protect, and they didn't protect him. We're going to have Glenn Robinson at the 3 starting for us at 26 minutes per game. Of course, a lot of this is subject to change because, as you can see, I'm going to have Finney Smith starting at the 4 for us. And his natural position, I think, is the 3, but he can play both. But he'll be getting 28 minutes per game at the 4 for now, and if we decide we want to change things up later, we can. Then, of course, Bismack Biyombo will round out the starting lineup at the 5, 28 minutes per game. Then off the bench, our 6th man for now will be our 2-guard, Bryn Forbes. He can play point guard as well, but he'll mostly be playing shooting guard for us for now. Our 7th man off the bench, as you can see, the veteran Avery Bradley. Really love having this guy on the team. We had him in the Louisville Badgers series, and he was just a joy to have on the squad, man. Just a great veteran to have on your team, and a very effective 3-and-D player. Our 8th man off the bench, another 3-and-D guy. He's a very good defender. A guy who could play the 3 or the 4 pretty consistently. Luke Mbamute, a veteran, another guy who is just there as a veteran presence off the bench. 18 minutes per game for him. And then Evan Turner, who we picked up in the trade for, to acquire our draft pick. So we had to kind of take on his contract. Either way, not bad having him on the squad for now, at least. He probably won't be around next year. But Evan Turner for now will be getting 15 minutes off the bench as the 9th man up. And then Ed Davis, of course, will round out the 10-man rotation at 12 minutes per game. And this is just a really, really good guy to have off your bench. A guy who can rebound, he can defend. He's nimble enough. He's not like too big, but he's big enough to be able to stick with, some of the, most of the centers in the league. And then, of course, our coaching profile, I wanted to show this to you guys as well. Help defense at 45, running plays 80% of the time. Zone usage, not much. Our bench depth will be at 10, utilization at 45, and then the performance factor will be at 68. Young and old, we're going to lean towards young because most of our team is young, a lot of them anyway. System proficiency preference we'll keep at 50-50, how much their adaptability to the coach's system affects how many minutes they play. So the sim points of emphasis I haven't even set up yet, but I think I'm going to have Malik Beasley as our first scoring option for now. Because I think, once we get a little bit deeper into the season and we simulate through, more games, if we want to go back and change this, we can. But I'm going to leave the second and third scoring option at no preference for now because we don't really know who's going to step up as the second scoring option on this team, or if there is even going to be, a go-to second guy. But for now, I at least want that first go-to guy to be Malik Beasley because I know he can score the ball. That's what he does, man. So offensive focus, you'll see our system proficiency in a second. But I think I'm going to leave this at neutral for now because, again, we just don't know enough about the team yet, or how they're going to perform, I should say. Offensive tempo, I'll just keep that at average. Offensive rebounding, we are definitely going to keep this. We don't want to limit transition. We definitely want to have maybe not crash, but I think I want to do some crash, others get back. I think that'll be fine for offensive rebounding. For defensive focus, it has it set to protect the paint for now, but I think, that'll be fine. That'll be fine for now. Defensive aggression, we'll keep that set to neutral for the time being. I don't really usually change that up too much because I don't really know what impact it has. Maybe you guys can tell me. And then defensive rebounding, of course, we are going to be crashing the defensive glass because we have no choice. We have to if we want to get rebounds. That's one of our biggest. That's one of the biggest issues a lot of times with a young team or you're starting a team, an expansion team at least. Is that, rebounding tends to be a pain point for the team, but we have good rebounders on this team, and I want to be able to utilize them to the best of our ability. So I wanted to show you guys all this stuff as soon as possible so you can give me any recommendations for the next episode if you want me to change any of this stuff. But for our system proficiency, we're going to go with perimeter centric. That's coach's preferred system. As far as other options that we maybe could have gone with, 7 seconds was definitely an option because it's a 3-star, and I do like 7 seconds. But it's not any better than perimeter centric for now, at least. So I don't see any problem with sticking with the coach's preferred system, at least for now, because I think that will help us quite a bit. But maybe down the road, who knows? Maybe we switch to 7 seconds. So like I said earlier, I gave you guys the option. I let you guys vote on which game we would start off playing as a franchise, and you guys decided that it would be best if we started off playing our very first game, our opening night game, which is going to be at home as well. So it'll be our season opener, our home opener, and it'll be our franchise opener as well, like our first game as a legit team in the NBA. So you know what? I agree with you guys on this. I think that we should play this game, and it'll be perfectly fine if we just play this game, simulate through to the last game of the season, and then play that game. But I'm going to show you guys every single step of the way when we simulate from this game on. You guys are going to be there every step of the way, seeing what's going on and giving me advice. But for today's episode, this is the game that we are going to be playing. October 23rd against the New York Knicks. This could not be any more perfect because this was the team that Derek Fisher himself could not win with, and only lasted, I think, like a season and a half with them. So it's time to get some sweet revenge on the New York Knicks, even though that's my team. But for the sake of this series, the Nighthawks are my team. This is our team, okay? The Knicks, the Knicks. So I am going to go into a lot more detail in the next episode on our player mentorships, our player training, and all that stuff. But for this episode, I wanted to jump into this game as soon as possible. As you can see, the Knicks have already played a game and they've won. They're 1-0. Let's take a really quick look at their roster because we know what it consists of pretty much. But since we're playing them, let's just take a look. Robinson, Randall, Portis, Peyton, Taj Gibson, RJ Barrett, Ntilikina, Damian Dotson, Mo Harkless, Kevin Knox, Reggie Bullock, Wayne Ellington, Dennis Smith Jr., Brazdeikis, Kenny Wooten, and Theo Pinson, and I believe Jared Harper rounds it out. So the only guy that I see here that's really going to be a problem would probably be Mitchell Robinson and RJ Barrett. There are a few guys that could give us issues in their lineup, especially with us being, you know, the lack of talent that we have. But as you can see, this is how they line it up. Elfrid Payton at the 1, RJ Barrett at the 2, Harkless at the 3, Randall at the 4, and Robinson at the 5. I also wanted to show you our uniforms. I switched up, you know, just a little bit, just very minor things on the uniforms. I switched up the lettering and the font across the chest. I changed that up in Illustrator a bit, and then I put in the middle of the shorts there, I put the claws, like the hawk claws in the middle of the shorts. So I hope you guys like that. I put the cross in the middle of the shorts on the away uniform, and I changed up the waist stripe to like a thinner blue and yellow stripe. So that's the only change I did there. And then on the Statement Edition uniforms, which you guys saw in the beginning of the episode, I put the cross on the shorts as well. If there's anything on these uniforms you guys want me to switch up, definitely let me know. But we're going to be rocking with the classic all-white home uniforms for this one, our first game as a franchise. And as you can see, you already saw our lineup earlier. We're going to have Chris Dunn at the 1, Malik Beasley at the 2, Robinson at the 3, Finney Smith at the 4, and Biyombo at the 5. Expectations for this game, man, I have no idea. We just have to go out there and wing it for now.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
So I know there's a lot of you guys that have watched the Wildcats series as well. Our home court advantage is a C-, by the way, but it looks like we sold out the arena, which is very promising. And they won the tip, so let's get it started. But anyway, like I said, you know, there's a lot of you guys that watch the Wildcat series as well, and I know it's been painful seeing the Lakers beat up on us in that playoff series that we're in. But I want you guys to know that, you know, like we're on Hall of Fame difficulty, and we're playing with teams that are not great. You know what I mean? Like we have, you know, young teams, either young teams or veterans that other squads didn't want. Let's go, come on, Beasley. That was an air ball. Are you kidding me, man? That was an awful shot. I didn't think it would be an air ball, though. But like I said, man, I mean, the team, especially this team, the Wildcats team is like light years ahead of this team right now, and they're not even close to being ready yet for playoff contention. But we're in the playoffs in that series, and nonetheless, and you know, we had a decent game last game. But like I said, man, you know, you saw us get beat up in that a lot, and I know that that's probably tough watching these episodes and seeing us get beat up. But I'm telling you, man, it's not realistic for us to come out here and handle teams, you know, when we have so little talent on these teams. I mean, you know, like, expansion teams don't come out and dominate. I'm going to tell you that right now. Biyombo? Oh, how do you miss that? How do you miss that, bro? That's an easy layup. That is an easy layup, and, of course, RJ Barrett's going to hit that one on the other end. 2-0. Let's go. Let's go. Glenn Robinson, get that screen. Glenn Robinson is a beast. Oh, he's so athletic, but Mitchell Robinson is just too much on the inside there. Robinson blocking Robinson. Oh, no. Woof. Okay, that's ugly. We're down 7-0. Can we, like, score our first points as a team, boys? Let's go. Oh, there it was. There it almost was. Finney Smith going to the free throw line, so it's a shame, but we're probably going to get our first points as a franchise from the stripe. And I think the ref was invisible. Man, we might not score. Like, come on. There we go. Our first points. Let's go. 11-1. Come on. We got that 1 point on the. That was just some lazy help defense. That was very lazy, Dorian Finney-Smith. You got to be better, bro. You got to be better. Here we go. Let's get a field goal or something, man. I would love to score a point at least. There we go. What? Oh, my God. Bro, I'm telling you, when you put it on Hall of Fame difficulty, things just start happening like that right there. All right, all right, all right. Please help us. 17-1. Things are not going according to plan. We have not scored a single field goal, and we are way more than halfway through the first quarter. Our fans are probably going to start leaving the arena right now. I mean, I would. Come on. Give me a screen. I'm pulling that. Oh, he greened it. There we go. Our first field goal, a three-pointer from DFS. Let's get it, baby. Proud of that. Come on, 17-4. Not bad, right? Not that bad. Oh, beautiful steal by Biyombo. Let's go. Let's go. 2-on-1. Get it to Forbes. He's open in the corner, baby. That's a green release. But he stepped over the line, I think. Why would you do that? Still a good shot. 19-6. Come on, boys. Oh, Chris Dunn can't really shoot, but he was open. Oh, there we go. There we go, Biyombo. That's that right there. See, we've seen a lot of that in the Wildcat series with Anthony Davis just crushing us on the offensive boards. Now we got a guy who can clean up some offensive glass for us. Come on, man. Defense. Defense 100% is going to be the calling card of this team. Just straight up. Somebody said that in the comments as well, and that's exactly the way I want this team to be built around defense. We're going to have a culture. Obviously, we want guys that are good on offense as well, but we're going to have a culture that's going to be built, you know, with defense at the foundation. All right. Come on. There we go. Pull that up. That's a beautiful handoff shot right there. Love that. Great play. All right, we're cutting this lead down, man. We were down by 16. We're down by only 8 now. I didn't even realize that. Simons, let's go. This is what he does best. Attack the rim, baby. Let's get it. 6-point game, and we are just on fire right now. We came out ice cold and heated up real quick. There we go, Simons. Bang! There we go, baby. It's a 3-point game. Let's get it. All right, we can cut the lead to 1 here, or even potentially. There it is. There it is, Ed Davis. What an assist by the young Anthony Simons. My guy, man, that kid's got a lot of it. I'm so glad we picked him. I really am. Gary Trent would have been a great pickup as well, but I don't know, man. There's something about Anthony Simons. I have a lot of faith in him. Knicks are going to take a timeout to try to figure out how they just gave up a 16-point lead. Come on, defense, baby. Defense. I know we got it. We got some defenders on this team. Elfrid Payton, no way. Get that out of here, boy. Don't let it. There we go. What a block. What a block. Get it to Simons. There, Glenn Robinson. Sit down. RJ Barrett, he knew not to even get in the way. You can see he thought about going up, but he was like, yeah, I'm going to go up weak. Here we go. I wish I could inbound the way the computer does on Hall of Fame. Malik. Beasley with a green release from outside. Let's go, baby. 36-30. I still can't believe we came all the way back, though. From 17-1. And nice defense. Nice defense, Evan Turner and Chris Dunn. Here we go. Finney Smith. Nope. Okay, good D. Forbes, let me get this side pick and roll. I'm pulling that up. Oh, he hit it. He hit it. What a shot, man. See that screen. Davis. There we go. We got the mismatch. Mismatch. All day. All day. Davis, 2 points. Give us that lead back. Give us that lead back. Time winding down in the first half. Just want to let you guys know, too, if you ever get discouraged about this team, man, you know, if it looks like there's ever times where it looks like we're not doing that great, okay, great defense. Just remember one number, 20.3. I want you guys to remember 20.3 as we hold for the last shot here. 20.3 is the average number of wins. That was a bad shot by me. 20.3 is the average number of wins by an expansion team in the modern era, and most of the time it's in the teens, like 15, 19. I mean, Orlando did win 31, Minnesota 29. But as you can see, we are up 46-45. Even though it's only a 1-point lead, I'm actually very proud of this right now because we could be doing a lot worse for our first game. Come on, show me some good numbers, man. Okay, so field goal percentage not great, but we're out rebounding them. But we got to get them assist numbers like way up. So the Knicks came out firing in the third quarter, man. A little bit of a run here for them. They're up by 5. They got the ball. No way. In and out. There we go. All right, rebound. Let's get it. Beasley, I see you. Biyombo. Oh, get it back to Beasley. He's on the perimeter. Green light, baby. Let's go. Let's go, man. I was actually really excited to get into the game and, you know, see who was going to be the funnest to play with on this team. Beasley so far, man, he's one of them at least. Come on. Mitchell Robinson. He's just too much inside, man. He's way too much inside. 3-point game. Oh, that's just lazy D, man. Come on. That's like the second or third time in this game that Finney Smith has just been real like, relaxed on defense, and I do not like that as we draw the foul with Simons. Come on, Turner. There you go. Oh, he's got an awful release, man. Very, very slow. Very slow release. That was ugly. That was real ugly, and they're on a 14-5 run in the past almost 10 minutes. Okay. Let's go. Come on. Somebody get open. There we go. Turner again. Oh, man. He's go. Okay, now he officially has gone cold. I've taken like 3 or 4 shots with him. He just can't hit anything, man. Cannot shoot his way out of a paper bag right now. Come on, let's go. Let's get some rebounding going. Oh, my God. And one. Whew. Alrighty, man. Things starting to get a little out of reach here. Anytime now, boys. Anytime. Let's get that pick and roll. Forbes. Oh, he hit it again. He's got that rainbow shot, man. It's like you just wait 10 minutes to find out whether it's going in or not. I love it, though. I love it. Suspenseful. Come on. Defense. I know Todd Gibson has pulled up a few. There we go. There we go. Nice steal. Our defensive guys are playing great defense. Bamute, there we go. I'm surprised they didn't block that or get back on it or something crazy. Come on, man. Play that D. There we go. There we go. Nice steal, Evan Turner. Ed Davis. Ed Davis is already up there for the slam. 7-point game. Alrighty, let's hold for that last shot, baby. 9-point game going into the fourth. Forbes, let's get it to Forbes. The rainbow shot. Oh, Ed Davis with the putback. I'm telling you, man, that's why I always hold down X. Because every once in a while, man, you'll get somebody to come back for a real nice putback dunk or a putback tip-in just like right there. 7-point game going into the fourth. Come on, boys. Keep it together. Keep it together. Biombo. There we go. I'm pulling that up. Mid-range. He is a mid-range assassin. Bradley is a mid-range assassin. Straight up. Come on. Defense time. Let's get that switch. No. No. There we go. There we go. Block it. Nice. Alfred Payton, man. He's got a lot of confidence tonight. Oh, what a layup by Glenn Robinson. The team is still... Oh, get out of here, Payton. The team is really playing very well, honestly. I'm not going to lie. Like, for what I expected, they're doing a very good job. Very nice pick and roll. Finney Smith with the slam. Let's go. I'm very proud of the way we have shot the ball from 3 in this game. We have been just on fire from 3-point. And, you know, with a team like this, let's do it again. Do it again. Malik Beasley, let's go. Keeping it going, man. We're going to need to be efficient from outside, man, because we're getting, you know, we're down by 13. There we go. Beasley again from way outside. Oh my God, he's on fire. He's on fire, baby. 21 for Malik Beasley. And Avery Bradley with the green from the outside. My God, what did I say, man? We are doing so well from outside. All right, effective defense. Not a lot of time left. We got to play very good defense. Okay, nice contest. Got the rebound. There we go. Okay, kick it back out. Oh, you're sagging off. No, I'm taking that. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Give me that. You better not sag off again. Don't make that mistake. Here we go. Oh, what, bro? Malik Beasley is really showing out tonight. 25 points, and he's just greening everything. Just a wet release, man. He's got such a smooth shot. RJ Barrett, no way. No way. No. Oh, man. That should not have been an offensive board. Biombo was right there. Or, I mean, Finney Smith, I mean. Come on. Why not? Heat check. Oh, my God. He greened it again. He greened it again. Stop it. Well, we just got to hit threes and play the foul game from here on out. We're down by 7 with not a lot of time left. Beasley. Oh! Woo! Glenn Robinson with the... Oh, my God. What a putback dunk. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. At least that I've done. Like that J.R. Smith dunk. We just saw a man fly. He missed the first one. Okay. So we're only down by 5 with 16.3 to go. He's got another foul shot to go. Come on. Oh, he missed it. All right, let's go. Still a 5-point game. We need to hit a 3, though. And we need to hit it now. Malik Beasley. Oh, Glenn Robinson tried to. Oh, my God. He tried to do it again to him. So that's going to do it. We're going to lose our first game, but, you know, it was still a decent game, man. So he hit the first one. Let's see if he can hit the second one. 106, 100. And he missed it. Not a lot of time left, though. It's still going to be too little too late. Let's get it up to Beasley. And he greens the mid-range. What a game from Beasley, man. He had like 30 or 31 in this game. We're going to lose our first game as a franchise by 4, but there were still some great takeaways from the game, man. Malik Beasley obviously being one of them. And I had a lot of fun in this game, I'm not going to lie. This was I'm glad we played this one. I really am glad we played this one. We learned a lot about the team that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to figure out, if we didn't play and we just simmed through it. We're still going to have to play a lot more games in the future to get a feel for this team, obviously, but this gave us a glimpse into what this team is all about. So 106 to 102, the final score. I would have loved to have had Derek Fisher come out and coach the boys to a dub against his old team, but it is what it is. We're a brand new franchise, so things happen this way sometimes. But taking a look at the box score, man, look at Malik Beasley, 31 points. He didn't put anything else up really, as far as stats are concerned. 2 steals, but 11 from 25 from the field. We have to work on that a little bit, but 6 of 13 from 3 is phenomenal. I will take that all day long. You can see the rest of the team, man, we didn't really do all that well, especially offensively. Avery Bradley with 11, 1, and 5 off the bench, which is actually very good for a guy coming off the bench. Finney Smith with 9 and 10, so, decent game for him. 8 and 18 for Bismack Biyombo, and I'm proud of that. He had 3 blocks as well. I'll take that from him every day of the week, like straight up. Like that, if he doesn't score a lot, I'm fine with that as long as he's playing defense and getting those rebounds and those blocks. Like that's what we need out of him. And as you can see, RJ Barrett was their leading scorer on the other end. Not very efficient himself. 21, 3, and 1, but he shot 9 of 21 from the field and only 1 of 4 from 3. But he still led them in scoring. And as you can see, it was a lot more of a team effort. With them, they had 6 guys scoring in double figures. Peyton with 15. Robinson, who was the player of the game, had a nice double-double, 15 and 14. Bobby Portis with 14. Dotson with 14. Randall with 11. We still kept it very close, though, and I'm very proud of this team for keeping it, as close as they did, especially considering that we're a brand new franchise, a brand new squad. Very little chemistry to go off of right now, but this team in this game showed flashes of what they could potentially be in the future if we add some pieces and, do things the right way with this team. So, takeaways from this game. First off, this is going to be just as hard as I expected it to be. Straight up. Maybe even harder than I expected it to be because, you can see our roster is very, very light, man. We don't have a lot of talent. We do have a couple of young guys with some potential. Malik Beasley, definitely the star of that bunch. So it is going to be very, very difficult. Number 2, we need to be a lot more consistent. Some of that might have to do with me. But, I think a big part of it is the team as well. Like, we have to be more consistent. We went on huge runs during that game where we would either take the lead or come all the way back from a huge deficit. But then we would also let them go on these huge runs, especially in the beginning of the game. I mean, the very beginning of the game, they were up 17 to 1 on us. I mean, so that right there just shows you that we didn't have it together coming right into this game right off the bat. And number 3, of course, and maybe the most important, is that we have to be a hard-nosed defensive team. When you don't have a great group of guys who can score the ball at will, you have got to play hard on defense, and you have to get every bucket, man. You got to get it the hard way, straight up. So, like I said, we need to establish an identity as a defensive squad for this year especially because, like I said, man, the defense will translate to offense for us. But, like I said, we don't have a lot of guys that can really generate their own offense or offense for other guys on the squad, at least as of right now. But like I said, these are just takeaways. Obviously, these are things that will all come with time. But most importantly, man, I'm going to need the help of my co-general managers, which is all of you guys. I'm going to need you guys to help me build this thing from the ground up from here on out. I need you guys to be here every step of the way, man. Every single building block. It's got to be us that puts it together. But anyway, man, next episode is going to be an awesome one. I think you guys are really going to like the way that next episode is going to be formatted. I was going to do it in this episode, but then we decided we were going to play our opening night game, so we had to do that. But we're We're going to simulate all the way through the season up to the last game, which is going to be against the Rockets. We're basically going to spend episode 3 seeing how this season plays out, and I really can't wait. I am so excited to do that and see what this team is really all about. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this episode, even though we lost a close one against the Knicks. Like I said before, man, it's not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy. It's going to be as realistic as possible, and in order to do that, there's going to have to be some tough times in the beginning. But I hope you guys liked it. If you did, do me a favor and, hit the thumbs up. Just maybe, if you liked it. We'll be back very soon for episode 3, where we have a lot of things on the agenda to get through. Cannot wait for that. And as always, you guys know that I'm hoping to see you back for that one. Till then, I'll catch you guys next time.